This is comicbookinvest.com. A rumor has it this is my favorite 5. I like to drop every week. If you subscribe, you get this a little bit a day early, and it usually drops Monday night or maybe sometimes Monday afternoon. This week is Labor Day weekend, and it's sort of interesting. There's not as many books that just scream, yes, you go to the store, buy them. This might be a week you actually skip if you want to. There are some really gorgeous variants that are coming out, but there are also stores now, seem like if it says it's a 1 for 25 ratio, they are, when I look on eBay, they're already selling them for $50 before anyone's even had a chance to decide if they like it or not. It's already selling for $50. If it's 1 for 50, they're trying to sell it for 85 to 100. And it is a little frustrating. Doesn't seem to be the deals where you could get a 1 for 25 for $20 or 1 for 25 for 15. Though some stores are still pretty good about that because they actually want to sell their books versus trying to milk every dollar out of us. But there are 5 or so that are sort of maybe not popping necessarily because stores are just trying to sell them for a lot. But let's just start off like I always do with my number 5. It seems like is these design variants DC are doing. It seems like anytime there's anything remotely significant now, they're going to drop a 1 for 25 design variant. It's actually pretty cool. This one, though, these actually 2 are Superman and Wonder Woman, so it's not Batman related. Superman has a new bad guy. I'm not sure how popular this bad guy is going to be. It looks like an alien of some sort, Samar. But it's a 1 for 25 variant. They're easily over $50, if not 75 and 80 right now. I mean, you got if there are Superman fans out there, they're going, hey, wait a minute, this is a ratio variant. There haven't been that many ratio variants for Superman, so it might be worth checking out. And I am curious how many. It's issue 25, so there might be stores might have bought a few more copies, but it is an issue that just people might have not gotten 25 copies of, so it could be harder to find. Then you have Wonder Woman. This, according to DC, was supposed to be the official first appearance of Liar Liar. So there's a design variant that came out for Liar Liar, even though she appeared in the earlier issues. The stores are trying to sell it for $40-$45. You might be able to get it for $25. If I wouldn't, these design variants, guys, unless you're just a diehard fan of the character, if you know it's a new appearance, then maybe like the Samar, though to me it's not as fascinating that fascinating of a character. But because Clown Hunter is about the only one, and the Punchline covers are the only ones that really are people just going crazy for. So you can try to get it for under $25 if you can. I really like this cover. It's just going for barely over ratio. It's a 1 for 10. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 109. It's by Chavez. I'd like the cover. Of the Turtles covers that come out lately, there's been a 1 for 10 for a while now, but for some reason, something about this cover I like. I like the sort of the white background to it, and just the way the juxtaposition of the characters and the way they're presented. And this is one that I might try to see if I can find for maybe $8 or so. But I'm not sure if there's going to be anything to it, but it's just a good cover, and I sort of like it. Next one I want to talk about is Star number 5. Like I said, when Star 4 came in, I don't understand how they keep having enough to have ratio variants. 1 for 25. This time it's about Noto. Phil Noto is one of those guys, either you like him or you don't. I actually do sort of like his stuff. I loved his Black Widow series. He does just sort of the soft color. He does attractive girls, but he doesn't do sexy covers. All of his covers they're just good, but they're not ones that people just line up to collect. So as far as resale value, I'm not so sure. I've only seen one sell. I barely even see any listed right now. The only sold one I see is $50 for a 1 for 25. So, but I don't know how many stores. Just like for number 4, I don't know how many stores out there. I went back and looked at number 4. There was one recent sale for $49, and then there were no others listed. So keep that in mind when you're looking at and trying to invest in this. The next one I want to talk about is every week there's a Boom book. I always talk about a Boom book, it seems like, and this is, of course, Something That's Killing the Children. This is issue 10. This is the Christian Ward variant. Last one he did was okay. It wasn't quite as good as some of the other ones. This one, I really do like it. It's mainly just if you feature the main character, she's just a great character when she's wearing that mask of hers. It's a good cover, but now pretty much every store, I mean, the market is flooded with these 1 for 25 variants. It seems like every store is going to buy 25 copies, but every store is also trying to sell them for $70 to $90. So maybe the market's going to start going, you know what? We're going to quit buying them, but right now everyone seems to just love them. They don't want to miss out like they did early on. So people are still trying to collect them all. I mean, it would be a nice set to have, is all these 1 for 25 variants. that are coming out from Boom, especially for this Something's Killing the Children series. I've picked up one or two here and there, but I just can't pay 3 times ratio. That's just ridiculous in my mind. Final book I'm going to talk about is probably one that's, don't know if it'll be worth anything. But right now, it's amazing. It's this Empire Aftermath Avengers. It's a one-shot. It's the closing of the Empire story. They have a Fantastic Four one coming out too this week as well. But they're also starting. This is the start of the Alex Ross Timeless variants, and this is a thank you cover. The reason I like this one is an ensemble piece. Right in front and center is Shang-Chi. Supposedly in this issue, there's also it says ramifications that will affect the Marvel universe, and they'll be in space. But like most Marvel events, there's huge ramifications at the end of the issue, and then nothing happens, or something happens, and then eventually it's undone. Or so bear with me and just sort of figure that out for yourself. Decide if it's worth the investment. It's a gorgeous cover though, and that's why I sort of like it. I see people trying to sell it for $200, but I also see it trying to sell for $85. Right now there's like 4 or 5 auctions going. Every one of them has it at $25, $30, $35. So I imagine this is going to settle between $45 and $50 because if every store has one. But last week, I mean, we had those Miles Morales ones that went crazy. But they also came back down. It's one of those, they're hot until Friday. Then people try to sell them for whatever is listed in the Hot 10. And then people realize, wait a minute, every store got one of these variants. It's not a rare thing. There's lots of comic book stores out there. A 1 for $50 variant might actually be more rare than a thank you store variant. Though there's some pretty cool ones, like that Punchline one is still ridiculous right now. So once again, guys, this is Rumor Has It. This is my favorite 5 from Rumor Has It, and this is CBSI, comicbookinvest.com. Hopefully you enjoyed my little favorite 5 here.